Let's go over the Reddit. Take a look at the top posts from the past weekend. Streamer Games 2026 confirmed. Thank you all for watching Streamer Games 2026 confirmed. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we can run it back. I'm beginning to think Streamer Games might become Ludwig's most known and biggest event. I think it is already. Well, I guess chess boxing probably is still more well known. I don't know. It's tough to say. I think after next year for sure. We had more peak viewers, albeit more people were watching my channel, obviously, during chess boxing. Do a Winter Olympics version. I don't think it could be streamers. It'd have to be a different group. It couldn't be like Streamer Games Winter Edition unless I ditched the Streamer Games Summer Edition. It would have to be like YouTubers or yeah, exactly like that. React YouTubers is the worst fucking group of people. React YouTubers. And that's the only group that I'm bringing out. Yeah, the only reason it couldn't be the same group is it would just, I feel like, exhaust it. It would lose its allure. Okay, how about this? Yeah, I like what you're thinking. It would be Ludwig's family vlogger games. And I'm only inviting family vloggers to Winter Edition. The whole family is one team. So you got the Shaytards going up against the modern day Shaytards because I don't watch them anymore. I don't know who's a current family YouTuber. And they all go at it. You know, we're bobsledding down a hill. The Costco guys. Yep. The Atwoods. Yep. Ace family's there. You know they're there. And I'm asking to compete in their team. They're saying no. It's like the Disney Channel games for this day and age. I hope they remove the gymnastics moving forward or have more consistent judging. Okay, dude, real quick about the gymnastics controversy. If we were to have judged gymnastics, if we're being very genuine for a moment, every single person was embarrassingly bad at gymnastics. The only exception was Michael Reeves' one scissor kick move on the high bar. Literally every single person was objectively pathetic, Ron included. Ron did do 10 cartwheels, which was kind of fun, but the cartwheels were ass. Objectively, they were ass. He just looked kind of zesty doing it, which I appreciated the vulnerability of the zestiness, and I thought should be rated high. But that's what most of gymnastics is. It is not, hey, let's get 3 gymnastics judges to judge who's the best at it because we're all fucking dog shit. It's, hey, in 90 seconds, who can do the best humiliation ritual that breaks expectations of the judges and is rated highly? Now, was Ron rated lower than he should have been? Yes. Why? Simple answer. He went first. Why did Ron go first? Oh, interesting question. His team was in first. We went in order of the standings. It was the little comeback mechanic for last place to keep the game somewhat interesting going into game 2, or day 2, I should say. Now, first could technically get a perfect score, but in events like this, you usually judge the first, 1, 2, 3 people somewhat reservedly, understanding that if I put a 10 now and someone beats that later, I can't give them a higher score. Extra Emily cried. And I love the passion in her soul to bear her emotions on stream. Having said that, I cannot, as a human on this earth, sit here and tell you that she was robbed. I might have rated her a bit higher, but I'm not going to sit here and think to myself, yeah, she killed it. Michael Reeves should have lost to Extra Emily. Can't do that. I'd be lying. Now, I might still remove gymnastics, not because of the drama, but because the streamers hate doing it. They literally hate it. I still think it's sick that I can run an event and then I can put whatever competition in it and people will just do it. I thought of an event today. Next, it's called the dog run. You eat a hot dog and run 100 meters. People will just do it. Kind of awesome. I can just make up whatever the fuck I want. I made people wear horsetails. But ultimately, it's important that the people who participate like doing it. And I think gymnastics really is something people don't like to do. So I probably am going to remove it. I know Lud said he was going to make a video for the main channel, but he should make a 45-minute cut of the event. Yeah, Red Bull already made a recap of the event. I don't think it makes sense to upload a condensed version of the event on the YouTube channel. I think it would do quite poorly. Because why would anyone watch it? It's probably just better to watch the live stream VOD and skip through, or watch like a highlight video that's already been made. I'll probably upload this stream as like a react. Excellent event production. Ludwig is great at tweaking events and making things better each year. I really liked him allowing individual POVs and not trying to farm all the views. He makes it fun for the streamers involved, which encourages them to come back. My only gripe are viewers who take it too seriously and dump hate on contestants, and that's out of his control. Yeah, I mean, definitely people went a little overboard. But I'm more empathetic to that. You know what? Me and Stans had a conversation about this. Stans was like, fuck these fucking streamers who are too into this shit. He was getting pissed off because, like, you know, Lacey would come up with a screenshot of Yugi's foot 2 inches off of the serve line and be like, that's a point for us now. And Stan's like, what do you fucking want? I gave everybody a warning. It's a bunch of shitters at fucking volleyball. Everybody got one warning. Yeah, he was a couple inches ahead, but other teams were too. I gave him a warning and he stopped doing it. And Lacey's like, I want my point. And Stan's like, this is going to fucking just make a bunch of viewers upset. And he's right. But I also would rather have that problem where people are way too into it to the point where, like, somebody sent Slime a DM right after he judged Ron's gymnastics performance. And the DM said, keep yourself safe, you re. And then he talked to him as if he was Shay Carl's son. Over a gymnastics performance. Think about this. I'm getting a FaZe viewer so heated about gymnastics that he's finding a 35-year-old man's Twitter to go talk shit to him. And you know the best part? He sent a follow-up like an hour later to Slime. And he goes, I really can't believe I'm getting so heated about gymnastics. Fuck you. Now, I don't endorse this. I don't want this to happen to Slime, much less anyone else. But it's a better problem to have than put $800,000 into an event no one gives a fuck about. And they're like, L event, Ron, L streamer games, go home. Can you go home and react to clip? You know what I'm saying? That would feel worse if all of these streamers' viewers were wishing that their streamer was doing something else. What do you expect FaZe viewers are? Average viewers 12 and 80 IQ. Okay, you are falling into the trap that every viewer does, which is basically trying to infantilize and otherize, you know, other streamers' viewers. It's not low-key true. I think they probably have a generally younger audience, definitely than us. But I don't think they're dumber. I don't think like they have 80 IQ. And they also have plenty of 20-plus-year-old, and get this, 30-plus-year-old viewers. They just do. I know one, bro. I go to this cafe. The guy who works there is the biggest Ron fan I've ever known. He always, while working, has one AirPod in, and he's watching Ron stream or Ron's VODs. He's like 25 or some shit. 24 or something. He's a really nice guy, too. He rules. I like the guy a lot. I've seen Kelby watching Jason. Yeah, Kelby is Jason's oldest viewer. Kelby's 43. He's Jason's oldest viewer. Loves that guy. I think he watches him more than me, and he's paid to watch me. Oh, Kelby's here. I'm not 43, but you are Jason's oldest viewer. Point I'm making is I don't think there's any problem with someone having a younger audience. And we, at one point, were a younger audience. I've just been doing it for 7 years, so some of you motherfuckers are just old now. But, like, when I meet a 12-year-old fan of me, because there was one at Streamer Games in person, they're really sweet and nice. And I don't think to myself, like, oh my God, look at this 12-year-old 80 IQ kid. I'm not like wishing instead of that child saying, hey, can I get a picture? It was like a 30-year-old. I'm not thinking that to myself. I'm not going, fuck, I wish this was a 30-year-old with 130 IQ. You know, I do think to myself, I can't believe your parents let you watch me. I do think that. But it's not my business. Cafe guy here, I'm 23. I was close. Hopar. Thank you, the 1,000 bits. I'll see you soon. Luds for frat guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm like doing one of those strongman competitions. It's a bunch of fucking gay theater kids. And then a couple of business majors in college. And I'm fucking holding them all together. Light, thank you, the raw tier 1. Appreciate you. As a lesbian, I'm glad YouTube knows what kind of endurance sports I care about. Cutie Cinderella kisses Emily at streamer games. Endurance sports. They're calling it the longest kiss of all time. That's a crazy picture, by the way. How does it feel to be cucked? It's my just desserts, bro. I cucked her for maybe 4 years straight. I kissed damn XQC, C-Dog, Lachlan, Aiden. List goes on here. I don't really need to get into it. That was in my gay 20s. I'm now in my straight 30s. Don't boo that. XX, it's not a boo situation. Valkyrie staring longingly at Slime's head. She wishes she could pet it just once, but knows she must restrain herself. It's all she ever wanted, but even after all her fame and success, she can't have it. That's funny. Checking her makeup in the reflection's crazy. Poor Slime, bro. You would too if you were in her position is crazy. Reverse the roles. She tweeted about that. The docs. It took everything in me not to touch his head while he was judging. You know, us bald guys, if I could speak on this for a moment, we're people, you know, under the head. We're the same people that you hair havers are. Yeah, I was bald for a bit. I understand what it's like to be bald. I have bald friends. We'll watch the event.
What's your favorite moment?
Favorite moment? Probably. Wait, hold up. This is a tweet from Red Bull. It says, Ludwig, please turn around. Shout out to everyone who watched the event.
What's your favorite moment?
Favorite moment? Probably Team Vanilla winning volleyball. You know, I think they had a lot of emotion because Vanilla couldn't make it the final day. And they rallied.
It's just
A lot of emotion because Vanilla couldn't make it the
running
final
by
day.
with the
And they
Red Bull
rallied.
fridge. That's such insane timing. That's crazy.
Lead into insane performances. First place, second place, first place, first place. Like that literally is the only reason they're in the top 4 and got second at all. They would have been, I think, 7th if nothing had changed. So, yeah, that was the sickest moment.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Lacey just yoinked a Red Bull fridge. Enjoy your personal 4th place trophy. That's funny they tweeted it out. Can you send me Red Bull to fill it up? Sigh, we'll see what we can do. Yo, Red Bull, you don't have to do all this, okay? This is an athlete's drink. Actually, then you should give it to Lacey. He's an athlete. Oof, glad I caught myself. X Shadow, thank you for the raw tier 1. Appreciate that. All right, what else we got? Yeah, y'all see Emmy, the new Red Bull athlete? She did well. Matsuya, think of the 2 months. Who are you keeping from the players for next year? I have no clue. I'm not going to think about streamer games for probably 6 months. I have to worry about Fast 52. I have to worry about driving an F4 car. I have to worry about having a good holiday season, making the Yuletide gay. I got to worry about New Year's, the new year, Tip to Tip 2. And then after that, only after Tip to Tip really will I think about this. Tip to Tip 2. So I don't know. It'll be a mixture of new players and returning players, big streamers, small streamers, different groups of streamers. React to Connor Reed's pants Fortnite clip at the streamer games. I've been seeing Fortnite clips. Why are they being so nice to each other publicly? Where's the banter? Is this what happens when you turn 30? Also, this post is for all you who are mad about the scoring. And it's Lily tweeting out, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know the judges were going to give such high scores. I brought Temmie because I was too nervous and thought I'd do something cute, quirky with her. Tomorrow's a new day, and any team can still win. Be kind. And I replied, Lily, it was cool, and it's my competition. I made it up. And she said, thanks. Lud, you're doing a great job hosting this event. I'm happy to be invited. Me and Lily are both over the hill. You know, our best days are behind us. 30 plus. Not getting younger anymore, you know. So we have a bond. We see each other on the same level. Not eye level, obviously. She's short, but I like bullying Lily Pichu. When other people bully Lily Pichu, that bothers me because I want to be able to bully her the most. And if she's already sad from other people bullying her, then I don't get the opportunity to bully her. They're taking away what I like from me. So I'm taking back what's mine by being nice to her so that eventually she builds up enough confidence for me to one day tear down again. Does that make sense? Lud hosting elevated streamer games this year. For me, this year's event was far more engaging and entertaining than last year's because of Lud's exceptional hosting. Exceptional, they said.
Exceptional.
Unusual, not typical. Unusually good or outstanding.
Exceptional.
His interactions with the participants and the audience, crowd work, rule explanations were outstanding.
Outstanding.
Exceptionally good. and we remember what that one means. It was massively successful. I know Lud loves participating, but his most successful events have been when he just plays host. It's not just the crowd engagement, but also as the organizer, it allowed him to make quick decisions that he would not been able to have made if he was participating. For example, deciding to keep the chairs further apart during musical chairs. I have a hot take. I enjoy watching Lud host, but I also enjoy watching him participate. Lud fighting Connor at chess boxing was a highlight. Yeah, but that was more like a cute little quirky thing. That was not like an actual, I wasn't really participating. Man is really a Red Bull athlete. Never drop the energy until the end. Yeah, I make events that I think would be awesome to participate in, which kind of sucks because then when it's time to do the event, I'm like, damn, this would be awesome to participate in. And I usually, as of recent, have decided not to participate. The downtime reduction this year was elite. I know there was like no downtime. I told them the day before the event, I was like, how many planned ad breaks are there? And I think I was told like 5 to 6. And I was like, fuck that. We're doing 3. That's it. And bet Kelby loved that. I made sure I talked to Kelby about it. But it made it amazing. You know, the VOD is really, it's a good watch. The YouTube VOD, bro, there's no bullshit in it. You know? Because even when it goes to Slime and Nut on the desk, like all they do when it goes to them is they just be funny. They go over the standings because I never do, and they watch a couple replays. I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite part. The responsibility is so light, and then they kick it right back to me, and it's like next game. And you know what made it easier to host it this year instead of participate? Having won it. I won't lie, it makes it real easy. Because I never have to deal with allegations, you know, of how well I would do if I were participating. I get to talk all this shit with my awesome 100% win rate, undefeated champion of streamer games, while getting to host the entire thing. Sag. Mickey. This is Jacksepticeye. He did make it, of course, if you guys remember. He was there day 2. My theory, Aiden is actually at the streamer games. Aiden is not the one in the Mogi costume. Why is Lud low-key caked up? Because I just am massively caked up. Is there a chance to have water-based events, or is that too much of a practical liability or issue? It's possible. We had a water-based one last year. We had a dunk tank. It just depends where the school allows us to place it. And sometimes, you know, they're quite protective of their field, which makes sense. This school, by the way, this school's insane. Like, you know, for the people who went in person, this feels like a college campus, not a high school campus. It's the craziest high school campus I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's gorgeous. And the first time I went here, I literally thought to myself, I'm like, how the fuck does this high school look like this? Because again, it looks insane. And the answer is actually pretty simple. They had an alumni who went to this school and went on to be a very successful sports athlete and gave the school a lot of money. Perhaps you guys have heard of the basketball player Russell Westbrook.